Let's be honest, a lot of people hear weight loss and think, so that means no bread, right? And for many, breakfast is exactly where that fear shows up. Toast, wraps, sandwiches, all the things you actually enjoy, suddenly feel like they're off limits. In this part, I want to do something very different. We're not cutting bread out of your life. We're making it work for you. You're going to see how to build smart, satisfying, avocado plus egg toast with a twist, a hummus and veggie breakfast wrap, a lean breakfast sandwich with egg, greens, and a whole grain English muffin. We'll talk about portion control, how to choose whole grains, and how to enjoy these foods without guilt. And as always, this is general education, not personal medical advice. Use these ideas as tools, not strict rules. First, bread is not the enemy. Before we dive into the recipes, let's reset the mindset. Bread itself is not the villain. What usually causes issues is giant portions, white, ultra-refined bread with almost no fiber, a ton of high-calorie toppings piled on top, and the fact that bread often shows up without enough protein or veggies. So instead of thinking, bread is bad, we're going to think, how can I build a balanced meal around bread? That means choosing whole grains most of the time, watching portion sizes, making sure there's always protein, fiber, and color on the plate with it. Now, let's make this real with the first option. Avocado toast went viral for a reason. It looks good, tastes good, and feels a bit fancy. But we're going to give it a little upgrade so it keeps you full and supports your goals. You'll need 1 to 2 slices of whole grain bread, half a ripe avocado, 1 egg, a squeeze of lemon or lime, salt, pepper, optional, twist, a spoonful of cottage cheese or Greek yogurt spread under the avocado, or a sprinkle of chili flakes and seeds. How to make it: toast the bread. Choose bread with visible grains or whole grain listed as the first ingredient. Toast it to your liking. Mash the avocado. In a small bowl, mash half an avocado with a squeeze of lemon or lime, plus a pinch of salt and pepper. Add the protein twist. For extra protein, spread a thin layer of cottage cheese or Greek yogurt on the toast before adding the avocado. This step is optional, but powerful. It makes the toast more filling without a lot of extra effort. Cook your egg. Fry, poach, or slice a boiled egg. Place it on top of the avocado. Finish with flavor. Sprinkle chili flakes, black pepper, and maybe a few seeds for crunch. What you've got now is whole grain carbs from the bread, healthy fats from avocado, protein from the egg, flavor that actually makes you look forward to breakfast. Portion tip: most people do well with 1 hearty slice topped generously, or 2 smaller slices with slightly thinner toppings. You don't need 4 slices of bread. Focus on quality, not quantity. 2. Hummus and veggie breakfast wrap. If you're someone who's always on the go, wraps are your best friend. This one is great for mornings when you want something savory, light, and portable. You'll need 1 whole grain wrap or tortilla, 2 to 3 tablespoons hummus, a handful of veggies, cucumber, tomato, spinach, lettuce, bell peppers, grated carrot, whatever you like, optional add-ons, a boiled egg, sliced, a couple of slices of lean turkey, a spoonful of Greek yogurt mixed into the hummus for extra protein. How to make it: lay out the wrap. Put your whole grain wrap on a plate or cutting board. Spread the hummus. Spread hummus evenly over the wrap, leaving a little space near the edges so it doesn't spill out when you roll it. Add veggies. Layer your veggies in the center: spinach, sliced cucumber, tomato, peppers, grated carrot. Think of this as a salad you're rolling up. Add protein. Add slices of boiled egg or turkey on top, or stir a bit of Greek yogurt into your hummus before spreading to bump up protein. Roll it up. Fold in the sides and roll from the bottom up, like a burrito. Slice in half if you want. This wrap gives you whole grain carbs from the wrap, protein from hummus, and any added egg or turkey, fiber and color from all the veggies, healthy fats from hummus. Portion tip: 1 whole grain wrap is usually enough for breakfast, especially if it's filled generously. If you're still hungry later, you can always have a small snack. You don't need to cram everything into one meal. 3. Lean breakfast sandwich. This one feels like classic breakfast sandwich, but cleaner and more supportive of your goals. It's like fast food smarter, kinder cousin. You'll need 1 whole grain English muffin, 1 egg, a handful of greens, spinach, arugula or lettuce, optional extras, 1 slice lean turkey or low-fat cheese, a thin spread of mustard or light sauce. How to make it: toast the English muffin. Split it and toast until lightly crisp. Cook the egg. You can fry it in a nonstick pan with a tiny bit of oil or scramble it into a small round shape that fits the muffin. You could also use a microwave egg cooker if you're really in a rush. Layer your sandwich. On 1/2 of the muffin, layer your greens. Add the egg on top. If you're using turkey or a small slice of cheese, add that too. Add flavor without heaviness. Instead of a thick layer of butter or mayo, use a thin spread of mustard, a smear of hummus, or even a slice of tomato for juiciness. Close it and go. Top with the other half of the muffin, and you've got a compact, portable breakfast sandwich. Here, you're getting whole grain carbs from the muffin, protein from the egg, fiber and color from the greens and tomato, a satisfying, handheld meal that feels like a treat, not a punishment. Portion tip: 1 English muffin sandwich is usually plenty for breakfast. If you need a bit more, add a piece of fruit on the side instead of doubling the bread. Bread, portions, and balance, without the guilt. Let's pull the big lesson out of all this. You can absolutely eat bread, wraps, and breakfast sandwiches while working on weight loss. The keys are: choose whole grains most of the time. Look for whole grain or whole wheat as the first ingredient when you can. Think 1 serving of bread, not 3 or 4. That's usually 1 to 2 slices, 1 wrap, or 1 English muffin. Build around protein and fiber. Don't just eat plain toast with jam. Add egg, hummus, yogurt, avocado, veggies. Make the bread part of a balanced meal, not the whole show. Watch the extras. Butter, heavy sauces, lots of cheese, they're easy to overdo. Use them lightly and focus more on flavor from herbs, spices, veggies, and lean proteins. When you approach it this way, bread stops being a bad food and becomes just another tool in your breakfast toolbox. Your next step: ask yourself, which of these feels the most realistic for my mornings? Avocado plus egg toast, the hummus wrap, or the lean breakfast sandwich? Pick one. Write down any ingredients you're missing. Try it one morning this week. Notice how you feel. Are you satisfied? Are you less snacky mid-morning? Do you feel good knowing you didn't have to give up foods you love? That's what we're aiming for. A breakfast routine that supports your goals and feels like something you can live with.